Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sunless Skies. In the last episode we found the Parzival, I can't remember what it's called now, the locomotive that was covered in mushrooms. In this episode we are going to try and find Port Prosper again. That was the aim of the last episode, but it obviously didn't go that way. But we are out of fuel, so let's stock up on stuff. Yeah, we definitely need quite a lot of fuel. 6 and 6. 6 and 6, that should work. Let's go. I can't remember. Was it west, southwest? West, southwest. Even though when we got there, it was just a maze. It could be like anywhere in this big segment. Let's go have a look, see what we can find. I should have repaired my ship. I repaired my ship. Just for the sake of being right here. No, it's in Wolvie Station. How do you repair your hull? How much is that going to cost me? 31. That's not bad. It's not too bad. Have I still got all the things I need to do the... yeah. Prospect. As funny as it would be to leave them all behind. Oh, I am worn out. I'm streaming Fallout too much. But time for a little bit of, I would say, relaxation in Sunless Skies. But this game's since the Reach update, this game's a lot more stressful than it used to be. The things I need to think about. I'm still paranoid about my terror being so high all the time. Southwest. I need to get my compass up again. Whether you guys can see this. West, southwest. Yeah, it's definitely kind of that direction. The direction I've already explored, which is a little bit worrying. Oh my god, I keep getting emails or... It is not. Got a Kickstarter email from Nighthawks. If you haven't seen that game, go watch my video on it, it's really good. But we'll stay on topic. I'm not going to go into a diatribe about Nighthawks. Ooh. Let's dock here, see what we can do. Please don't shoot at us. What do we got? This will reduce terror, and if you're starving, but I will just reduce my terror, thanks. Worth every second. Didn't even have to think about that one. That was it, the wreck of the Parsifal. Probably saying that horrendously wrong. Oh god, stay away from me, random wreck. Marauder. Where are you? Oh. Oh, never mind, it's a Takati. Excuse me. Oh, use the wonder to lower my terror a little bit as I'm going past it, maybe. Where could Port Prosper be? Short of being like down here. There's a lot of Takatis here, which make me think maybe it is around here, but they could just be random. Oh, free supplies. Oh, it says something right in... yeah, it says something is right in front of me. We're kind of off course, we're not really in the right area. I'm fully aware of this. Limpkins Field. Oh, might as well. Let's enter through the shattered windscreens, 88%. The driver pulls your locomotive alongside the wreck, close enough for you to leap from one to the other. The floor of the bridge is carpeted with glass fragments. It shines like stars in your lamplight, and tinkle like bells when your boots brush it. A sky chest now to the floor at the back of the bridge yields to your efforts. A marked box. Fragile contents. Do not shake, upend, or discommode. Oh, an otherworldly artifact. A set of golden scales slides out of a knife-open box. It takes 3 of you to lift, 6 to carry. Lapis lazuli shines in the base. Complex diagrams of constellations circle the pans like rings of a planet. Awesome. Let's do another bat. Who is fighting over here? Obviously this tactic. Who's gonna win this, we reckon? Oh, I'm gonna go with probably the Dreadnoughts. Ow! Was that even aimed at me? God damn it. Oh, this looks promising. Yes. What is that? I suppose that is technically... Oh dear, I have something in my throat. I do apologise. It keeps like jumping up as I'm halfway through saying a sentence. There we go. I'll just cough. Hey, we found Port Prosper. Does it look the same as it did before? Because it's definitely moved. It's the other side of the map to where it used to be. Let's just do a quick fly around. It's like embedded into the rock now, which is kind of cool. Oh, the postman just made me crap myself. It's just one of those mornings. Everything's just going weird. Okay. Nothing like in Port Prosper? This is weird. Like, it doesn't look the same. The Mornington oh my god. That span? You can go through it. It's in the back. Oh, it's the Albion relay? It's the Albion relay? Yes, the Albion relay. I'm not going to actually go anywhere, I'm just docking in it to make sure I know where it is. Yeah, that's good. Awesome. Mole's table. That's a much more intuitive place to put it. Whereas before it was just kind of arbitrarily down and to the right. I like that. Okay, let's dock at Port Prosper, see what we can do here. Crashed. Okay, first things first, bazaar. Let's sell everything. Bloody hell. The engine yard are a riot of activity. A stolid clerk signs for the wood while hammers clang and foremen bellow. They're building new engines. The company is grateful, Captain, the clerk says, including a freshly stamped permit with your payment. Oh dear, they're struggling. But doing slightly better. This is the Lord somebody of Port Prosper wants souls. Here you go. Butler receives the bottled souls at a servant's entrance to a grand townhouse. Most appreciated, and please accept a small additional sum as an indication of how highly we value your discretion. Perfect. And then they want to sell cheap munitions, and I'll take them all. Let's actually go into Port Prosper, see if anything's changed. Crammed at the feet of a hulking crag, Port Prosper is a little London, divided into affluent West End and punctuous East. I said that wrong. Impecunious. Queen's Cross is a busy station, crowded with engines that have arrived through a nearby transit relay from Albion, which is where London is. Oh. I could offer transport to settlers, assuming they want any. No, they need to trade Sky Stories. Oh, the chairman. The offices of the Windward Company and the Port Prosper are elegantly appointed if antiquated. Paintings of old London and the Z adorn the walls. The chairman sits behind his mahogany desk, a decanter of brandy at his left hand and a series of neatly stacked reports at his right. A fire has been lit in the cavernous hearth. It is too warm. He still offers unlicensed charts for 15 nameplates, so I'm gonna wait. I don't know if I still need those to fix my terror. They've changed the whole terror system, so might not need them anymore, but better safe than sorry. Whoops, I left the station. Let's go just to the Port Prosper. Right, port report. Factories continue to belch out smoke, while over the bridge, hopeful crowds gather outside the Admiral Nelson. Lovers can be seen strolling arm in arm along the promenade, at a respectable distance from their chaperones. There was a brief protest outside the Windward Company factory, swiftly quelled. The scones at the Nelson were as good as ever, though the piquancy of the jam was less than desired. I don't quite understand the parade. I've done it a few times, but we'll do it again and see what happens. Gaudy banners fly over the painted rooftops of Port Prosper. The smog of the East End is hidden away by giant posters displaying dragons in varying degrees of vivisection. The cramped streets are clogged with people. Wealthy West Enders promenade through the amusements, while impoverished East Enders work the stalls and huddle by chestnut fires for warmth. Painted dragon pursued by knights is chased through the crowds to a chorus of "Ho, the riding!" Like, this is the choice where you either pick you want to be friends with the rich people or the not so rich people. The hats, the crinoline, the starch that gleams on the mustaches. You're sure you'll fit right in. We got the EastEnders lurking in the tents or manning the stalls in the side streets of scowling at the passing gentry. They seem more your level. Let's just fraternise with everyone. Wow. You are treated as a curiosity and viewed from all sides with suspicion. Still, you find yourself in conversation with an elderly colonel who has retired to Port Prosper. A bulwark of sanity, he calls it. A line in the sand against all the stuff out there. He introduces you to one of the riders in the procession, who takes you on a tour of the carnival. You converse with chestnut sellers and flower arrangers, drink in outdoor pubs, and dance with several of the vaudeville players. At the end of the day, you've learnt many names and faces, and even acquired a few calling cards. Okay. Tolerated, and a gunshot in the night, which doesn't sound good. Oh, let's attend the grand ball, why not? Candles illuminate the great staircase that sweeps up to the residence of the Windward Company, which has been chosen to host this season's ball. West Enders promenade in their finest. Hoop skirts and starched collars predominate. White ties is the order of the evening. A few East Enders, mostly actors, have secured tickets, but most are servants, if they are seen at all. The orchestra is playing the score from Victoria's first ball under her throne of hours. Be on your best behaviour or your worst behaviour? We'll be on our best behaviour, standards to be upheld after all. Your buttons gleam in the mirrors, as does your smile as you make polite conversation with notable after notable. The ball begins with God Save Our Queen and ends with a quadrille. You are on your feet throughout. You drink precisely the right amount of sherry. Your comments are on the near side of cruel, yet diffused with an elegant turn of phrase almost immediately. To the servants you are polite, to the company men you are charming. Everyone agrees you were quite the success. Several are amazed you're not a native of Port Prosper. You are tolerated by the West Enders. Protesters roar outside the gates of the Fulbright factory the Admiral Nelson has invested in iron doors. We don't need to see him again. We visit the Windward Company? The Winwood Company has thrown open its doors for a celebration of itself. Maps of a tamed, industrialized reach line the walls. A model of an upcoming dreadnought sparkles in a glass case. Outside, children are encouraged to throw rotten fruit at a cardboard effigy of Tackety Jack, with Winwood stamped prizes for the best aim. I had no idea you could publicly hand over nameplates as opposed to privately. I'm guessing that does more damage, like, to the Tacketies, but does, yeah, more reputation. During the celebrations, you are encouraged to watch a kinetoscope about its planned expansion in the Reach, now that Lustrum has been civilized. Still have never found Lustrum. To throw balls at coconuts bearing caricatures of assorted Tackety leaders, and to eat sumptuous biscuits with the company's sigil baked into them. Your presence is noted by stern men with very neatly written forms. Well, we gained 1 reputation. Oh, but we lost 1 reputation, whereas before we were in the middle. Okay, well, we came here, we did what we were going to do, so I guess for the rest of the episode I will just explore some of the areas I haven't been. So let's go to that question mark. That seems like a good place to start. I'm just glad I found Port Prosper. There's still so many places I haven't found, plus there's still the big one I haven't found, which I've never found, which is Lustrum. So I would quite like to find Lustrum at some point, because I've never experienced the storyline at all. Some of these places have kind of half done their storylines. Most of these places have half done their storylines. I wasn't very good at following things. Oh. The Mercy's Claim? Oh, hello. You can have... There is a question of should we help the scout, but I also really don't like the, I've forgotten what they're called. Go Spitster. Come here. Uh-oh. Have you just changed target, friend? No, we're good. I don't want to be behind you while you're being shot at. One of you's going to win. Oh, whoops, I just flew straight past something I could have scooped. I was too busy looking over here. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Free stuff. Come on, one of you's going to win. Who's going to win? Ooh, that was close. God's sake. Bloody shoot it already. Useless. Why are you going to win the lose the war? There we go. Let's get some bronzewood since we gave it all over. You, on the other hand, missed. Give me your nameplate. We did get hurt a little bit. I'm not entirely sure how. Oh, I got hit by him. I remember he shot me, albeit accidentally. There's some stuff over here. What if I pick both of them up? Also, just noticed my feet. What does Port Prosper sell? Fuel and supplies. I keep forgetting that that's a thing. I can't just rely on all ports to sell everything. We're doing okay on supplies right now. But let's see what the bat finds. Oh, this doesn't look ominous at all, does it? Is it snowing here? I mean, I know Lustrum's supposed to be snowy, so maybe we've accidentally... Oh. Wait, what? There's something here and there? Hopefully it's fuel. Otherwise I'm going to have to end my little expedition a little bit early. Oh, hello. The Irondale Irregular. I'm on the dead. I'm on the dead. I don't want to annoy the Scribe Spinster, but then again, down here does look decidedly different. Might have to fight the Scribe Spinster, he's kind of in the way. Damn it. Ah, could have gone better. The more I fight these guys, the worse I get. Bronzewood again, because it's worth quite a lot of money. Good thing that Cantankerous didn't decide to get involved in the fight. Oh, it's so snowy. Why is it so snowy? Oh, hello, there's something here. Settlers who live so far beyond the edge of civilization relish the hardships of solitude. They'll fiercely defend their small territories, but occasionally welcome company and trade. You sit down beside a cold, silent homestead. The windows are boarded, the doors locked. The foliage in the garden hasn't grown wild. It was abandoned in a hurry and recently. See what we can find. Ooh, 2 crates of nostalgic crockery. Excuse me. Ooh. Is this part of the Isambard line? I need to make my way back to Port Prosper soon because I'm going to run out of fuel. Oh dear. I interact with this? It has a marker, but... Can I fly over this? I can. Addison Wick. An abandoned signal box. The signal box has been blasted by weapons fire. Despite the holes, the shattered tiles, the fractured beams, it still has enough structural integrity for you to climb inside without risk. It was made with care and pride. Inside, beneath a desk covered in rusted levers, is a luggage trunk. Captains in dire need can borrow from the cash inside, but custom dictates they must later replenish it. I won't take from the stash, but I will read the ledger. The handwriting is poor, but legible. Oh, excuse me. Captain Lau deposited materials for hull repair. There is a column for miscellaneous notes. The captain warns of condition afflicting her crew. It's stated during a period of downtime, one took up gazing at the stars and encouraged the others into consideration of the heavens. This has since become a fixation, and the entire crew only grudgingly leaves the windows to perform their labours. Oh dear. They have become obsessed with the stars. We'll leave, we don't need the cash. I do need to, however. Whoa, I'm glad that was passable. Oh, that would have sucked. Go back to Port Prosper and buy some fuel. I don't know why I didn't do it while I was there. And here we are back at Port Prosper. Did that fight with the Scribe Spinster went really bad. Just saying. Let's buy some fuel. But I think I may have to end the episode here. Because I'm not really going to be able to achieve much in the amount of time that I have left. So, thanks for watching. I know not much happened in this episode, but you know, there's going to be more. We're going to explore down here. We're going to find interesting things. This is huge and there's still so much we need to find. But, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Every comment is greatly appreciated. And as always, I'll see you next time.